For this week's Sports Star Spotlight, we're heading to the state of Washington to meet the latest prospect in a family of quarterbacks. A couple of years ago, we stopped in Snoqualmie, Washington to meet Mount Si quarterback and Oregon commit Millen, the son of former NFL QB Hugh Millen. 2 years later, younger brother Clay is now running the show at Mount Si, and he appears to have a bright future as well.
I think I learned a lot. I was always sitting in on the meetings with my dad and him, and we were always watching film. So I kind of got a mental preparation. Like I felt like mentally, especially more my sophomore year, I could have definitely played. But it kind of gave me an opportunity to sit back and watch him do his thing. And that really helped me, I think, last year.
He's taken it all in. And he's a great observer, and so he's obviously watched, his brother have the success that he had, and Clay's success has been equal or more through the junior leagues and things like that.
When you talk to people about Clay, one word you'll hear a lot is competitive. It started at home with his brother, but has continued onto the high school gridiron.
Well, don't kid yourself. They knock heads and what have you, but I think in the end they have respect and they'll dog on each other all day long. But then outside, when it involves games or what have you, they have always had each other's back and have always been supportive. So I think it's been a healthy competition.
First off, yeah, I'm really competitive. I love to win. I think all through junior football and just growing up, I think our team's always been winning, and I think that's kind of the culture here. I think that just a big part of Mount Si football, I think now, is just to win games, and I think everyone's kind of bought into that.
Number one, he's super competitive. Number two, physically, he's tall, he's strong, he's fast, but he throws with great anticipation. He's a passer, and I love that. He throws with great anticipation and accuracy that I have never seen. So, that combination, they just don't come around very often.
Clay is 6 feet 3 inches tall and about 190 pounds. So while he has the frame to play quarterback at a high level, he also has the sound mechanics and football IQ that coaches love to see. It all goes back to getting in reps with his dad, who spent a decade in the NFL and worked alongside Hall of Famers like Troy Aikman, Dan Marino, and John Elway.
From as soon as I've held a football, he's always been there to kind of teach my mechanics and just teach me how to throw football, obviously. So that's helped a lot throughout the years. He's helped a big part with the mental game too, how to go through progression, how to go through reads. I think it's helped me become as good of a football player as I could be. He's helped me a lot, so I'm super appreciative of that.
Nobody outworks him. When your best players are your hardest workers, you have a chance to win. And Clay is that, and so he never asks his teammates or his coaches to do anything that he wouldn't do or hasn't done before. So he sets a great example. Secondly, he's a great team guy and friendly, and people on the team like him. He's a likable person, and that's important, especially in today's world. I would just say that the respect that his teammates have for him, for the kind of person he is and how he treats people, is really what it's all about with him.
Next season, Clay will be playing for the Arizona Wildcats.
They've been recruiting me for a while now. That they offer me during the season, so I'd really build a great connection with Coach Mazzoni and Coach Sumlin and the staff. I just felt super good about it.
I think he's in a good spot, and I think he'll do really, really well. And it's nice for our community to keep these guys on the West Coast, and the Millens and Clay is a real source of pride for us.
But Clay will be arriving in Tucson a little later than he originally planned. He wants to play a senior season at Mount Si this spring before heading to college.
Yeah, so originally I was going to enroll in January, but with football season getting pushed back, I'll be enrolling during the summer. For the next 6 months, I'm obviously going to be focused on Mount Si football. I'm going to do everything I can to get better, to be the best player I can be to help out our team, and I think everyone on our team has bought into that idea. After football season, I'll be 100% bought into Arizona. So,
depending on how the depth charts at Arizona and Oregon work out over the next few years, it's very possible we could see a Millen versus Millen showdown in the Pac-12 down the road.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I think that'd be a really cool thing. I think obviously we're both super competitive throughout our childhood. Growing up, we've always been competing against each other. But I think there'd be a sense of if one of us scored, we'd kind of be excited for the other person. But I think we both obviously want to win. But I think we'd be supportive of each other at the same time.
But Clay can't worry about future matchups right now. All he can focus on is getting better for his senior season and preparing himself for the future.
Obviously, I think it's easy for anyone to say at high school, they want to play in the NFL. a lot of people are saying that, but you gotta work your butt off, and it's obviously super easy to say, it's not. It's hard to do. It's harder to do, obviously. But yeah, that's definitely the goal. I'm gonna try and do everything I can to be the best that I can be, and as long as I know at the end of the day that I did everything I could to try and reach my dream, then that's what I'm gonna be trying to do.
Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.